Hi, I'm Bob Weir with another interview of notable people in North Texas. My guest today is Jayne Howell, who is running for the position of chair of the Republican Party of Denton County. Lisa Hendrickson, who was elected to the position in 2016, has decided not to run for a second term and has recently resigned to accept another position. Thank you for being here, Jayne.
Thank you.
If you would, please tell our viewers something about your background, education, occupation, etc.
Okay. As far as education, I graduated from TWU and became a registered dental hygienist and practiced dental hygiene and built dental practices for about 25 years. And then went into real estate about 16 years ago and I'm a real estate broker and I have 6 employees, and then I'm also the managing broker of Realty Team, a small independent brokerage in Denton.
Well, all right, let's get into the questions such as what are the qualifications, in your opinion, for a person to be the Denton County Chair?
Qualifications would be, in my personal opinion, would be someone who's extremely organized, good management skills. It's a volunteer position, and you're working with volunteers. So
You mean you're not making a big bundle of money for this? Oh,
no,
oh, okay.
no, unfortunately, but someone who can work well with volunteers, even-tempered, mild-mannered per se, and someone who can just encourage and motivate people to accomplish the goals of the group.
And you are currently a precinct chair.
Yes, sir.
Right? Could you tell people who may not know, what does a precinct chair do?
Well, primarily, I believe a precinct chairman, there's approximately 120 precinct chairmen in Denton County right now. Come January 1, we'll be gaining 27 because of our population growth. And so the precinct chairmen are responsible for trying to encourage voters in their area, their subdivision, their neighborhood, to be sure they're registered to vote at their current address and to help educate them and get them out to vote.
With Lisa Hendrickson's resignation, who is running the party now?
Well, from what I understand, she's still running the party, and there was a called meeting which will happen this Wednesday, October 11th, and the precinct chairman will vote on an interim county chair that will serve until elections in March.
All right, how about the procedure for that interim county chair? How does a person get elected to the interim position?
From what I understand, a precinct chairman will nominate an individual or individuals, and then the precinct chairman will vote, and I assume whoever has the most votes will become the interim chairman until March.
And currently there's just 2 people running for the position. Right?
That's what I understand, yes, sir.
All right. I recently interviewed, it was Mr. Dillard, who is also running. So the 2 of you will be running for election to interim chair, and that's based on the amount of votes you get from the precinct chairs.
Yes.
When will that happen? When will that vote happen?
Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, October 11th.
Wednesday, all right. And is there a location where the election is held, or does it come in from all over the county?
The called meeting for the county executive committee, which is made up of precinct chairs, will be at the elections office on Kimberly and Denton.
Okay. Now, no matter who wins the interim election, there will still be an election in March of 2018.
Yes, sir.
For voters to elect someone to a full 2-year term.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, by the way, one of the major duties of the chair is organizing the Lincoln Reagan dinner, right? That's a big affair. It's a big fundraiser.
Yeah.
Is that already organized or being organized? Do you know?
Well, from what I understand, there are people in place that have done it in the past, and I'm assuming they're already began the process because it's going to be right around the corner.
And as soon as the interim chair, whoever that is, takes over, then that's their burden, and they have to take over this, right?
Well, I think they would assume responsibility of maybe guiding the ship, but I'm hoping the people who are working on on the event will continue to work, and we can
Right, yeah.
keep continuing down the same path.
Yeah, because that's a big one. That takes a
Absolutely.
lot of work. How about some questions like most people may not know? If this spokesperson is new to the area and they want to register to vote, how do they do that?
Well, of course, you can go to the elections office in Denton on Kimberly, but I'm noticing at most of the events in the cities that are going around right now, many of the community events will have, I know the Republicans have had a booth at most of the events, and there will be opportunities to register right there.
Mm-hmm. And where is the headquarters of the Denton GOP?
Headquarters is located on Country Club Drive in Denton.
All right, so are you campaigning right now for interim chair?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you campaign for that?
Well,
Because this is only the only people voting on the precinct chairs. So
Yes,
most
sir.
of us out here, we don't even know precinct chairs. We may not know who they
Right.
are.
so having been a precinct chair for several years and been an election judge, an election clerk, been involved in campaigns for many years, and on the Lincoln cabinet, I know most of the precinct chairs, but it's just a matter of visiting with them and hoping they understand who you are and why you're running and what your qualifications are, and just trying to encourage them to vote for me.
So the precinct chairs would they generally know the territory. They know the terrain. They know who the people are, the people who have been around for a while and have been involved in the Republican Party politics. So are you and your opponent, will you both be lobbying, so to speak, calling them and asking for their vote, and like people generally would do if they?
Yes, sir, I would think so. I think we're both doing that.
You are, okay. Well, how about the type of campaigning you'll be doing, you know, because whatever happens in this, you'll still be campaigning for the March primary.
Yes, sir.
Vote. So what type of campaigning will you be doing? Are you debates, door to door? I mean, it's a big county, so it's a lot of area to cover.
Well, I think all of that, all of the above. To me, it's about relationships. I think people need to know who you are and why you're running, and maybe know what your track record is. I've been in Denton almost 38 years. I've been a leader in community organizations all that time. Held many leadership positions and well connected in Denton County, and I think that will be to my advantage. And just always tried to live a life of integrity, and I think the people who have worked with me know that, and the word spreads. So.
And where do you currently reside?
Our home is in far west Denton County. It's we live out on acreage, and it's called Crum. It's not in the city of Crum, but it's in the Crum area.
All right, how about, is there anything else that you'd like to add? I think we've covered a lot already, because most people don't know how this works. This is an unusual situation where somebody resigns and then you have an open spot.
Oh, I know.
So when you say we're going to have an election, you know, people are only thinking of the March time, but
Yeah.
now we have an election within an election.
Yes, yes.
So.
Quite interesting. Well, I just feel that my skill set is well suited for this. It is a volunteer position, working with volunteers, and I've done that all my life. I've been a business owner. I've had to create budgets, live within budgets, and take the consequences if I didn't stay within that budget. So, and then having been president or chairman of many large organizations in the area, I've just got a lot of experience that will help us grow our party and continue on a positive path.
Yeah, that kind of background is important. Knowing how to put together a budget is important. There is a budget for the Denton GOP, right? Because you take in donations from all throughout the year, and you have a staff, right? You have a staff.
Yes, sir.
How large is a staff about?
Right now, I believe there's approximately 3 people. I believe 1 or 2 full-time and a part-time.
Ah. Well, is there anything else that you can think of you'd like to add?
I just appreciate the opportunity to visit with you and meet you and your wife, and I appreciate your time.
Well, we appreciate you coming over here, and thank you very much, Janie, and good luck in the election.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.